Welcome back to the Observable Unknown. Before there was matter, there was light. Before there was word, there was wavelength. Every cell, every synapse, every pulse of consciousness still carries that original shimmer. In the 1970s, a German biophysicist named Fritz-Albert Popp began measuring faint optical emissions from living tissues at the University of Marburg. He called them biophotons, ultra-weak, coherent light emitted by DNA and cell membranes. His experiments suggested that biological systems were not merely chemical, but communicative, that they spoke in photons. When Popp moved to the International Institute of Biophysics near Dusseldorf in the 1980s, his lab began to map these light patterns across species. Each organism had a unique spectral signature, a biological barcode of luminosity. The emissions were coherent like a laser rather than random like thermal glow. Cells appeared to use light as a language of order. Decades later, in the Netherlands, Roeland van Wijk expanded this work at Utrecht University and the University of Applied Sciences. He found that stress, meditation, and disease each altered biophoton emission patterns. Light flickered in response to emotion. Where Popp saw the physics of communication, Van Wijk saw the biology of feeling. Now enter Vlatko Vedral of the University of Oxford, a quantum information theorist who argues that the universe itself is a network of entangled information. If atoms communicate through quantum coherence, then perhaps neurons do too. Microtubules within neuronal axons, those tiny tubular scaffolds of the cytoskeleton, can support light propagation at subcellular scales. DNA helices act as optical resonators, amplifying the photons released by their own electronic states. To imagine thought as light is to reverse the metaphor of enlightenment. Perhaps illumination is not a symbol at all, but a literal physics of mind. Each moment of insight may be a burst of photonic coherence racing through neural tissue, binding billions of cells into one instant of awareness. In ancient iconography, the halo and aura were artistic approximations of radiance. But if biophotons guide cellular communication, then those halos may record an intuition that consciousness literally shines. The saint glows not because of metaphor, but because the body is a lamp of order. Recent studies in Japan and China, from the 2010s through the 2020s, have confirmed that neurons emit light in the near ultraviolet and visible range. Calcium waves and mitochondrial activity modulate these flashes. What was once dismissed as noise now appears as pattern. The brain is not dark, it glows with its own syntax. Imagine your thoughts not as electrical sparks, but as rays of mutual recognition. Light meeting light. Every act of attention becomes a wave function collapsing into meaning. Every memory is stored as an echo in luminescent space. What we call the soul may be this subtle photon field, a holographic record that remains when electrical activity ceases. Not mystical in defiance of science, but mystical because science has not yet named it. The observable unknown is this. Perhaps we do not think about light. We think with it. Meaning may literally shimmer, an optical language older than speech, older than the nervous system itself, the universe dreaming in lumens and calling that dream mind. Thank you for listening to this illuminated interlude of the Observable Unknown. For questions or reflections, you may write to theobservableunknown@gmail.com or text me directly at 336-675-5836. To support the continuation of this series, please rate and review The Observable Unknown on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or wherever you have listened to this interlude. Until next time, may your thoughts find their light.